Hello, my name is Veronica, and this is my Girl Scout Gold Award on We Are Responsible. As the Lorax once said, unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing is going to get better. It's not. Let's all join the green side to raise our voice and not the sea level, and to remember that there is no planet B. Education is the most vital resource to battle environmental issues. Education can start in the home and with the individual. Research online or in books about ways you can act today or become an activist. Fight for what you believe in and raise your voice to combat the destruction of your own planet. Schools are vital in the education process. They are the first line of responsibility to teach the youth to protect the planet we are borrowing. Schools need to start from pre-K through college. Little ones love to get messy and their hands dirty to solve problems. Some of the best ideas can come from innocent minds. If our children are brought up to believe this is important, then they will make sure that it is. Classrooms can be offered to teach a variety of environmental awareness issues. Environmental topics can be incorporated into other subjects such as reading books for English, producing science experiments, understanding historical effects of environmental damage, math to calculate the cost of all of what we have done, etc. Clubs can be formed to initiate programs and lobby for change. For all 4 years of my high school career, I have heavily advocated for environmental science courses. Since my school was brand new and they did not offer any such courses, I decided to take the initiative and take college courses to suit my needs, though I still pushed for them to add in environmental science courses. With all my persuasion and dedication, though sad because I won't be able to take them since I'm a senior, I've successfully gotten my school to do environmental sciences for the following school year. I also jumped on the opportunities and founded my school's environmental club, as well as have been the president for the entirety of its existence. We have done a multitude of projects in which I've enriched my peers and community in. We do an annual Earth Day cleanup, I've organized my city's March for Science, etc. We have a multitude of projects lined up for the semester as well, some of which I've talked about previously, to leave my high school career off with a big bang. So some really good environmental books that students should enrich themselves in are Last Child in the Woods by Richard Louv, Silent Spring by Rachel Carson, The Lorax by Dr. Seuss. I know it sounds like it's not a good book, but it actually has a really good meaning. Find it, you can look it up for more information. Green Illusions by Ozzie Zenner, Octopia by Ernest Callenbach, etc. There are many more than the ones I've listed that are good environmental books. These are the ones that I own. So this one's from National Geographic. It's called Pristine Seas. It's all about the sea, or like the oceans and that. There's the How to Start a School Garden book that I showed you that is very informational. It has an abundance of information. There's the Zero Waste Home book by B. Johnson that talks about how to go zero waste in your home. There's one of the books that's on the list, Last Child on the Woods. It's really good. And there's also Bottle Mania, which is about like plastics and bottled water and how that's harming the environment, etc. Research more if you're curious. I highly recommend that you do so. There are also a multitude of environmental holidays that you can celebrate at home, at work, at school, in your community, etc. I will read you some of the singular ones and then you can research more if you're interested. So there's World Wetlands Day is February 2nd, World Sparrow Day is March 20th, World Forestry Day is March 21st, which is next month, as well as World Sparrow Day. World Water Day is March 22nd. World Meteorological Day is March 23rd. Earth Hour is the last Saturday of March. Earth Day, as we all know, is April 22nd. Chemists celebrate Earth Day, April 22nd. Arbor Day is the last Friday in April. Each state also has its own observation based on best tree planting time. International Migratory Bird Day is the second Saturday in May. Greenery Day, it's in Japan. It's May 4th, but if you want to celebrate as well, you can. International Day for Biological Diversity, or World Biodiversity Day, is May 22nd. Bike to Work Day is the third Friday in May. National Trails Day is the first Saturday in June. World Environment Day is June 5th. World Oceans Day is June 8th. Global Wind Day is June 15th. World Day to Combat Desertification and Drought is June 17th. World Population Day is July 11th. International Tiger Day is July 29th. National Wildlife Day is September 4th. International Day for the Preservation of the Ozone Layer is September 16th. Clean Up the World Weekend is the third weekend of September. Zero Emissions Day is September 21st. International Day of Peace is September 21st. World Car Free Day is September 22nd. World Rivers Day is the every last Sunday in September. World Habitat Day is the first Monday in October. World Vegetarian Day is October 1st. World Animal Day is October 4th. International Day for Natural Disaster Reduction is the second Wednesday in October. World Planting Day is October 22nd. International Day of Climate Change is October 24th. World Vegan Day is November 1st. International Day for Preventing the Exploitation of the Environment in War and Armed Conflict is November 6th. America Recycles Day is around November 15th. World Soil Day is December 5th, and International Mountain Day is December 11th. If you're interested in any more, as I've said before, or if you're interested in any of the ones on that list and you want to know more about it, I would research it, and then you can plan to celebrate them however you like and plan or celebrate whichever ones you would like as well. You can also challenge yourself by making a green New Year's resolution on New Year's Day that you will stick to throughout the whole year. Schools can offer outreach to the community so that everyone is properly educated on all environmental issues and concerns. Schools and communities can celebrate the environmental calendar on honored special days, as I've said above. When I went to WISE 2017, which is Washington Youth Summit on the Environment, as a delegate, we had Mustafa Ali, a previous major EPA worker, come in and give us a speech. He stated that all of our voices are powerful and that any action that we take towards bettering the environment is better than no action at all. And he was right. WISE is a highly selective environmental forum in which 250 delegates are chosen nationwide to participate. We learned about the ocean's thermohaline circulations while touring National Geographic, the National Zoo and Aquarium, Capitol Hill, etc. We also got the chance to meet our state's representatives, and I talked to both for California. All of my experiences at WISE changed my perspectives about a few things, as well as got me some ideas for projects with my club. We are now going to be doing this semester is we plan on writing letters on environmental issues and minority issues to our congressmen and others in the government. We also plan on doing a trip to San Francisco where we are cleaning up a beach and then leaving beach art to inspire others to pass the chain on of do-gooding. Communities can link together to advocate and create the change they deserve and demand. Hillary Clinton once said that it takes a village to raise a child, while I say it takes a world to clean up our room. Teachers also are able to get trained in environmental education through Green Schools Alliance. According to their website, teachers learn how to integrate environmental and sustainability education into their teaching and become comfortable teaching outdoors in urban, suburban, and rural environments. I also took the initiative to interview my high school's principal to see what my high school does that is environmentally friendly, and I will read you aloud the questions I asked him as well as his responses. So the first question is, do you mind telling me what the school does to better the environment as well as what is not so good for the environment? He said, we have extremely energy efficient heating and air conditioning systems, and many of our exterior lighting systems are LED lights. In addition, we have solar panels for heating the new pool. Having a new building also means that the windows, doors, and fixtures are energy efficient. Our lighting system is on automatic timers, and in the classrooms they are motion censored. At night, in the parking lot, lights have LED panels that dim to half their light when nobody is out there, and they brighten if the sensor senses people in the vicinity. We also have recycling bins for plastic bottles and cans all over the campus. There are some things we can do better with. We do not currently recycle paper products. Our cafeteria uses styrofoam plates to serve their foods on as well. I then asked him, is the school considering any alternatives besides on Building B, but Building B is not in plans, so I had to skip that question. I asked him, is the school planning on doing anything educationally wise for the environment, like offering classes, workshops, etc.? And he said, AP Environmental Science is a class that will be offered next year. We're also in talks to have a partnership with Delta College, which is our local community college, for students who are interested in becoming solar panel installation specialists. I then said that my old elementary school had a green team, which is incorporated into the environmental club at our school, and we had a zero waste day where we competed with the other schools in the districts for who could have the least amount of waste, which would be weighed at the end of the day. Is the school or district thinking of implementing something like that? He said, if students are interested in doing this, it would be a great idea. We can always use the help and the ideas of our students to implement something like this. So basically, my school is very open to environmental stuff, and anything that we would like to do or that is in reasonabilities that a lot of kids are interested in doing, that they take into consideration planning something around it. I then asked him, what strategies does the school use to save energy and water? Does the school do anything to bring down the amount of waste? And he said, as I mentioned before, classrooms have motion sensors for the lights, the water system is controlled digitally, the heating and air conditioning systems are extremely energy efficient, etc. Our sinks on campus and the toilets are all low flow and are electronically controlled through sensors, etc. I also asked him, does the school recycle, reduce, and reuse anything, and what do they do? He's just said plastic bottles and cans. As he said before, we also need to implement more, but we're a brand new school and we're finding out ways to do so. So I will be getting on them a little more, recycling more and doing more with, especially with those styrofoam plates that we use for brunch and lunch to serve our food on. I then asked him, does the school do anything specifically with what they recycle, and do they have plans on recycling more? And he said the school organizations and a local Boy Scout troop have been taking turns processing the recycling. It takes some work as lots of students on campus actually throw garbage away in the bins that are meant only for bottles and cans. We do not currently have plans for recycling other items, but they are open to more decisions. So we then I asked him about the new professional building, which is for the CTE courses. He said that they're in talks for with a company as they build the school to install solar on the campus, but right now the cost is prohibitive. So solar is something that is the responsibility for the district to install. They're thinking about it and they would like to do it, but they can't at the moment. I then asked him, I know over the years when I've traveled, I've seen pretty much the entire school with the lights on. Like, I would go out at random times, and on my trips when leaving Mountain House, the lights would be on in the school. Coming back late at night or early in the mornings, lights would be on. I said, is there a way we could have this changed so it's more environmentally efficient while remaining safe and secure? I'm presuming that the reasons the lights are on are for safety and security. So he says, I'm not sure about the other campuses that you've seen, but there are lights that stay on our campus all night long. After 12 a.m., a significant amount of lights on the campus do switch off, but because schools are prone to break-in, they remain on a bit. In addition to the fact that our exterior lighting is LED lights, our entire campus has motion sensor lights in every interior space, and lights automatically turn off after a short time of there being no movement in the room, and the campus is energy efficient. I then asked him if the school is partnering with anyone else for environmentally sustainability, or does the school have any more plans for environmentally friendly things? And they currently do not have any of these plans, but they're open for possibilities and ideas. I then asked him, do you know if he knew anyone in the school board that would know about the entire district, but he didn't really, but pretty much all of them would know something about it. Sorry. He doesn't know if any of them are particularly well versed in environmental sustainability. It's not really a common thing right now, especially in San Joaquin, which is run by a Republican who does not care about the environment. If you're really interested in the environment and so far all my videos have inspired you or sparked you in some way, then I recommend you look into environmental science and go to environmental college. Some of the top environmental colleges as of right now that I can list are Stanford, Harvard, Yale, Duke, Oregon State, UC San Diego, UC Berkeley, etc. For more, I would definitely research upon it, research a lot. Um, there's also a multitude of places that you can work that are related to environmental science. You could work for Apple and make environmentally sustainable products, or Google. You could work for Red Dress, which is a fashion industry that makes environmentally sustainable clothes. You could work for the water department, etc. Some environmental agencies that are in California are the California Department of Toxic Substances Control, the California Office of Environmental Health Hazard Assessment, the California Department of Pesticide Regulation, the California Natural Resources Agency, the California Department of Water Resources, the Department of Fish and Wildlife, the Bureau of Land Management, Tahoe Regional Planning Agency, Caltrans, which is the Department of Transportation, and Cal-Fed Bay Delta Program. You can also try researching online what environmental agencies are in your state if you do not reside in California like I do. Thank you for watching my video. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And remember, the environment will only get better if you do something and if you care. Otherwise, it will continue to degrade, and there is no planet B. Thank you.